sages and great personalities who are coming from the heavenly planets and all across the universe to see Bhishma, who is this really great soul, great devotee as well. And yeah, they have this conversation where he's able to kind of penetrate into Yudhishthira Maharaj, his, this pastime that he had. So there's a lot of crazy aftermath after the Battle of Kurukshetra. You can imagine a war of such magnitude would have a pretty big impact on the society that, the civilization that followed that. But it was all in the name of, an aspect of it was all in the name of enacting this dharma, this reestablishing what needed to be reestablished, which was the kingdom under the rule of Maharaj Yudhishthira. And we can understand that without that happening, then Maharaj Parikshit wouldn't have had an opportunity to be king, and we would not have gotten the Bhagavatam, maybe. So this is just an instance how Krishna was kind of setting things up for the preparing of Kali Yuga, of such quarrel and degradation, So without the Bhagavatam, we'd really have no chance. Without the Bhagavad Gita, we'd really have no chance. So even though Duryodhana was more or less ruling efficiently, most everyone was happy, everything was, kind of running accordingly. It was the principle of reestablishing the Pandavas' rule within the kingdom and Hastinapur. So, yeah, was that an okay answer to your question?
Yeah.
Do you have more? Yeah, please. I got nothing. So please lead me.
No. So on Arjuna's side, these are the pious people, right? And
Prabhuji, could you hold on to me?
And so on Arjuna, hello. So on Arjuna's side, there's the pious people, right? And so the purpose of the battle was to kind of set some to get Krishna was putting things straight or whatever. And so that's kind of where my question was is what is the purpose of these and what is the I don't know, the sentiment or the lesson for also these pious people, all of these people in the war having to die and in this battle, and yeah, I'm trying to understand. I can't get over that. Okay, this is a battle, and it's on the Pandava side, it's these are the pious people, and they have good morals, and on Duryodhana, I can't pronounce his name, but on that side they were doing vain and impious things, and not vain, I don't know, they're not nice, they were doing these things. So is it what is the purpose of the battle? And then yeah, I'm just a little confused. I think I don't know.
Yeah, it's a nice question. It's a bit bewildering for us to try to put ourselves in that situation, because we have very little understanding of society classes, So yeah, I totally share your bewilderment. But what's interesting is Bhishma and Drona were both on the Guru's side. They were fighting for Duryodhana. They were incredible souls, though. Bhishma, he's the grandfather of the Pandavas. They're actually related, and cared very fondly about the Pandavas, and vice versa. They were very intimately associated. And Dronacharya was their martial arts teacher as well, and also very, very respected by the Pandavas and the whole side of Yudhishthir's army, Arjun's army. So it wasn't as black and white as these guys were impious, these guys were pious. This was enacted by Krishna for the glorification of his devotee, Arjun. Speaking of Bhagavad Gita, reestablishing this knowledge that had been lost, reestablishing the disciplic succession was a very big purpose of the battle. But also gathering so many people in one place to, more or less send them on forward. It's like a lot of just dying in front of the Lord's form is enough to liberate us. So it's not like these people were punished at all, dying in this battle. In fact, by taking place in this battle and by giving their life for it in the name of their prescribed duty, one only goes up, not down, in terms of at least going to the heavenly planets, because this is a part of their prescribed duty as a kshatriya, to fight with valor and honor within the context of religious principles. So, yeah, that's there too. But to fully understand, I don't fully understand the nature of the battle of Kurukshetra. I feel like depending on which way you look at it, you could understand something differently about why it happened the way that it did. Would you like to say something, Gadari?
Yeah, I liked your points. You said glorifying Arjuna. You said it was enacted by Krishna. That's important. You said glorifying Arjuna, reestablishing the parampara, and gathering so many in one place to ultimately be liberated. So those are all nice things. The one thing in addition to this was that he wanted to establish the Pandavas on the throne, because after this, then he would depart, which happened. So that's discussed in the beginning of the Bhagavatam, how he, eventually departed. He put them on the throne, and that's actually elaborated on in the Garga Samhita also, how they did different sacrifices and things like that. But he wanted Yudhishthir there because after that, then came Parikshit. So he set them up, and then Parikshit was saved in the womb, and he became the emperor of the world. Then Krishna set it up that he was cursed to die, and then they spoke the Bhagavatam, which is the light for this age. So he had a big plan.
Jai. Wait, what did you say? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. to be slain by the Lord is a blessing as well. Most definitely. Just think of the type of austerity one might have to do just to even see the Lord. Then we can see in an instance like Putana, the witch who tried to poison Krishna was smearing her breast with poison. I mean, even in the desire that she had to kill baby Krishna, she was still liberated because she was giving Krishna she was seemingly taking the role of his mother, and attempting to, feed baby Krishna in the way that a mother does. And he liberated her as such, as she was showing just, really the tiniest bit of motherly affection. He still took that, and that was enough for him to fully not just liberate her, but send her all the way back to the spiritual world. So that's what comes to mind. And then, you have Kalia, the snake, that was in River Yamuna. And Kalia didn't die by Krishna, but was severely chastised. And as Kalia was being chastised, as Krishna was jumping up and down on the hoods of the snake, Kalia's many wives were just like both extremely distraught as their husband was about to die, this snake demon, but also they were amazed about the type of austerity that Kalia must have done in his past lives to be blessed by the lotus feet of the Lord, jumping on Krishna's feet were touching his head. Think about that. That's crazy. So he got the mercy for sure. So things aren't always what they seem in any type of interaction that one has with Lord Krishna is supremely special, and only speaks to the good fortune that soul has in crossing Krishna's path. So that's a nice point, Prabhu. It's very nice. Maybe I can take another question, or we can just keep reading. We can keep reading. Text 29. I see all people rushing with full speed into your mouths as moths dash into a blazing fire. This is interesting because Maharaj once said, he was making the point, everyone wants to just enjoy its material nature. To enjoy this material energy is to suffer material nature. But everyone tries like anything to do just that, to just get their kicks while they can. And it's like a moth trying to enjoy a light. You see it buzzing around, bouncing into the light. And it does that for some time. But chances are you walk in the next morning and it's just lying there dead on the floor, like it never got to what it was trying to get to. So similarly, just drawing a conclusion, people are rushing with full speed into your mouth as moths dash into a blazing fire. This material world is temporary and transient, therefore it's illusory. It's true in the sense that our experience is real. We are really here in this predicament that we're in, but we'll soon shed this body, take another family, take another body, go about this whole material world in a different way. So only until we go back to Krishna will we stop rushing with full speed into the mouth of Krishna. That's like a blazing fire, producing more and more bondage to this world of suffering. Text 30. O Vishnu, I see you devouring all people in your flaming mouths and covering the universe with your immeasurable rays, scorching the worlds, you are manifest. Let's just finish this out. Text 31. O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances unto you. Please be gracious to me. I do not know what your mission is, and I desire to hear of it. I like this verse a lot. This is, as he's in this mood of awe and reverence, we can draw a lot from this verse here, because this is how he's speaking to Lord Krishna. Arjuna is very formally, but also very sincerely asking him to hear, what are your what's your desire? What's your purpose? How do I play a part in it? He wants to know what Krishna's mission is. And he's doing so in a proper way, in a way that we should strive to meet ourselves. And then Krishna responds in the next text. He says, Tam I am, destroyer of the worlds, and I've come to engage all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. I want to read this purport, but we're running out of time, so we can wrap it up there. And then if anyone wants to make a last comment, then you can. But if not, that's fine. Okay, yeah, you can save it. Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.